Are you feeling a push or a nudge or a calling to do something that you don't necessarily want to do, but you feel like God is telling you to do it? I'm breaking all the rules today. First of all, my hair is dirty. You know how you like really want to do something and you're like, oh, pick me, pick me. I was absolutely opposite. I did not want to be picked for this. Y'all see that gray hair? Look at that. Or is it dirt? It's a lie. It's a lie. It's a lie. I'm battling the lie myself, okay? So I'm not just telling you it's a lie. I'm also telling myself that is a lie. I'm breaking all the rules today. First of all, my hair is dirty. I need to wash it, but it takes so much time. Y'all see that gray hair? Look at that. Or is it dirt? I don't really have an agenda for this post. I just want to share thoughts, and I have a moment. I'm breaking all the rules. I'm not using my microphone. I'm just using the mic off the camera. I'm using the front-facing camera because I didn't want to take the time to figure out if my camera was set up right. To use the back camera, so I'm using the front camera. I'm just breaking all the rules. But I've been thinking and reflecting and thinking as usual, and so if you watched any of the videos I posted about building and how I just feel like when the world gets dark, it's time for believers to build. And I've been seeing so many forms and expressions of creativity and ways to share messaging from a biblical perspective that's making me very happy and excited about what God is going to do through his people, specifically at such a time as this. And I have so much hope for the future of God and his church. God's people and his church. God's people and his church. God gonna be fine. But so I shared a video, if you haven't seen it, about dream, build the thing, do the dream, build the thing, something to that degree. And then I shared last week a message about, well, it was my first message. It was my first time sharing a message in over 9 years. And really, if I go back, I really need to go back and get an accurate number. I just know for sure it's been at least 9 years since I actually prepared a message and shared it. Because I can track that with, like, I know it didn't happen since I've been married. I've been married 8 years. I know it hasn't happened since I had kids, things like that, but it may have been even longer than 9 years. So I need to go back and look at my old blog to see when it was exactly. But since then, I have had a couple moments where I just really feel like the Lord is like telling me to take this thing seriously, to actually intentionally use my voice. I'm sitting outside, so allergies. But my hair is so dirty, my gosh. I need somebody to wash it. I need to wash it, but I don't. It's just the time. Anyway, intentionally use my voice to share his word, his message, his truth. And this isn't something you know how you like really want to do something and you're like, oh, pick me, pick me. I was absolutely opposite. I did not want to be picked for this because I'm a preacher's kid, pastor's kid at that. Not just preacher's kid, pastor's kid. My dad is still a pastor. My mom is a preacher. Both of my parents have multiple degrees. Multiple. Like, my mom has her doctorate in discipleship. My dad has a master's in theology. I think he has a couple somethings. Anyway, my parents are highly educated and they are very well learned and very well studied. Okay, they have studied to show themselves approved. And I have none of that. And I think part of the issue is we tend to disqualify ourselves because we compare ourselves to other people. And in my case, comparing myself to my parents, I value education. I'm not big on it as far as like thinking it's required to succeed in this life. I tried to quit undergrad and my parents wouldn't let me. However, I do think it's important when you're doing certain things to be well learned and know what you're talking about. And I think the Bible is one of those areas. Like there are certain areas where it's clear, such as being a doctor. Please, you got to go through all the training. Being a lawyer, absolutely necessary to go through all the training. And I esteem the Word of God so much that I put it in that same place where it's like, I do not want to be irreverent regarding its messages. I don't want to be wrong in portraying or interpreting its meaning. I don't play with this thing, okay? And so I have on multiple occasions felt very disqualified because I haven't studied it. You know, I don't know. I have some general understanding. I understand studying the Bible in general. I just realized this camera's a little crooked. Oh, come on. It's just gonna be a little crooked. That's it. Anyway, all this to say, I think the reasons I don't want to do it are many of the reasons why a lot of believers feel like they can't do it, why we can't share the gospel. I don't know enough, or I'm not a pastor, or I'm not a preacher, or I don't read my Bible every day, so I'm not equipped enough to tell people about Jesus. That is a lie. It's a lie. It's a lie. It's a lie. I'm battling the lie myself, okay? So I'm not just telling you it's a lie. I'm also telling myself that is a lie. If the Lord has called you to do a thing, He has equipped you to do the thing, and you better do the thing, okay? Let's just be obedient. So I am committing to obedience. Whether I feel like I'm ready or not, I'm going to trust the Lord. He was faithful to give me a word a week ago. Well, it happened like a month ago, but anyway, it's up for you all to see. It's about our identities. I was specifically talking to a room full of Black women, so it is particularly addressed to that audience, but I do think the message could apply to any of His children, and I do think I will be working on refining this message to be able to deliver it to more broad audiences, different audiences, not just Black women. But this one in particular, the original, was indeed written for Black women. So I hope that you all watch it and are encouraged or challenged by it as I was preparing it. But yeah, I guess this is just turning into an encouragement to anybody who feels disqualified or unqualified or not good enough or messed up or whatever our excuses are. If the Lord has told you to do it, you better do it. I'm just telling you. There's blessing in the obedience. There's protection in obedience. It's the safest place to be. And the best thing about obedience is knowing that God is with you in it. Knowing you haven't strayed to the left or to the right or left Him behind or gone ahead of Him or gotten behind Him. Knowing He is right there with you because that is where He told you to be. So that is my main motivation for saying, all right, Jesus, if this is what you want me to do, I got it. I got you. And I'm going to be faithful and diligent in the thing. And so that means I'm studying. That means I'm reading. That means I'm listening. That means I am taking seriously and positioning myself to grow and learn and get better at the thing. So that's where I'm at with it. Are you feeling a push or a nudge or a calling to do something that you don't necessarily want to do, but you feel like God is telling you to do it? Are you? I just implore and encourage you to do it anyway. Be obedient. It's the best thing to do. Try it your way. Try to avoid it. Do things outside of His will. I wouldn't recommend it. Wouldn't recommend it. But that's all I have to say for now. Yeah, that's it. Till the next video. Bye.